So, what happened in Haiti? Why do we have Haitian migrants in the United States? I'm going to summarize it really quick, and if you want a longer explanation, I'm going to post it on YouTube and put the link on my bio.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live.
Haiti had a president called Jovenel Moïse. He was assassinated on July 7th, 2021 by a group of mercenaries that had some Haitian Americans and Colombians that were captured. 7 of them were captured. After he dies, his appointed prime minister takes over. His name is Ariel Henry. Ariel Henry is supposed to create a transition government and have elections. He never does that, as usual. Since he never does that, the gangs that are in reality are kind of political groups that are armed because they have links to the political elite of the country, which is a whole other story that you'll probably see on YouTube later. Those gangs take over the cities. The gangs are between 4 and 5 major groups, heavily armed, that use kidnapping, murder, and unfortunately rapes as tools to put power, to exert their power. What do they want? The gangs want to be recognized as political power, and they want to dethrone the political elite per se. So because of this fight, about 5 million civilians are, like 4 or 5 million civilians are caught in the middle. What has happened? Innocent people are dying, are being raped, are losing their homes, so they have no place to go. Now, it's a crisis for us because if Haiti becomes the next Somalia, all of our commerce is going to be disrupted. We're going to have problems. Yeah, we have the Marines, we have the Navy that can protect us from pirates like they do in Somalia, but that causes a disruption in the economic chain. So that's why the US and the UN are interested in controlling this. However, we as Americans are not going to lead a group of UN soldiers to go stabilize, first of all. We've been there before and we're accused of colonialism and things like that, so we're not going to. The European Union said they're not going to do it either. Brazil, who was the next one in line with the biggest army, said they're not going. That they will go if somebody else leads it. The African Union said no, and then Namibia said yes. Namibia said yes. They created a 5,000-man army that was going to go and establish it, but then when they did a threat assessment, they backed out. So right now, Haiti is under the control of horrible gangs that are doing horrible things to civilians. So our State Department granted TPS, which is temporary protective status. We'll talk about that later. It's valid for 2 years and it renews every 2 years. So they vetted 20,000 people so far, ensuring that they're not part of gangs, and brought them to the States. Now they're here because they are fulfilling the lack of workers that we have. We have 0.7 workers for every job open, and none of us is going to go do those jobs. We're talking about the lowest kind of jobs, which are great jobs and they're honorable, but it's not the job that most people are going to go do. So they are willing to do it. And if you look at the news, the people from the factories in Springfield, Ohio, are really happy with them, and they want more of them because they are good workers, like every migrant is, no matter what they say. So this is what happened in Haiti. J.D. Vance and Trump are saying dumb stuff like this.
Important. You said that all of these migrants are in the country legally. They are in the country through what's called temporary protective status.
Right.
That is when Kamala Harris waved a magic amnesty wand, taking people and giving them legal status. That is not to say that they're here legally, open the border and further cause terrible migration into this country.
You might not agree with the policy, and obviously you don't, which is totally fair and legitimate.
And there's nothing you can say. He keeps saying that they're illegal, so they're not illegal. So they're legally here. And then this whole idea of planes coming over in the night silently, that doesn't exist. Those were flights that the State Department approved, bringing those refugees and TPS to the States. There's nothing hidden here. So now that you know what happened in Haiti, now that you know the situation of their country, I hope that you people as Christians can understand that these people need our help. The same way that Christ in his book helped the Good Samaritan, tell the story of the Good Samaritan, that's the way that all these Christians in the United States should be. So hopefully they can understand a little more. I'm Alex, this is my rant, and I hope it helps.